Well, he is a little boy who won the hearts of countless people. Kael Morrison appeared in a commercial for the Hospital for Sick Children. It showed his struggle to battle a rare and life-threatening condition. After more than a year in hospital, Kael is back at his family farm near Ottawa, but he still has to return for regular checkups and assessments. We had a rare opportunity to spend time with Kael and his family during one of those visits, and what we witnessed was something truly remarkable. That face leaves an indelible mark on those who've seen it. Kael Morrison's story touched many. For most of his life, he battled a rare disorder called STAT1 mutation, a potentially fatal immune deficiency disease. Only about 100 children worldwide have been diagnosed with it.
We know that many of the patients with STAT1 mutations develop complications, infections, autoimmunity, where their body attacks their own cells and their own organs, and they don't do well, and many of them die at a very young age.
Over the course of time, he was losing his antibodies to like measles and mumps, and then just after we got diagnosed, they actually had told us he had no immunity to measles or mumps.
His best chance of survival? A bone marrow transplant. The donor? His younger brother, Eamon.
He was my donor, and he had the exact same blood as me.
He didn't even hesitate. We said that Kael didn't have enough soldiers in his army and he needed more soldiers. And Eamon, you have the same soldiers as Kael, and he says, I will give him some of my soldiers.
But complications kept Kael in the hospital for a full year. Away from his family, visits together were rare, and tender moments were cherished. Threat of infection put him in isolation for 6 months. No skin-to-skin contact, even with his mom.
He was, being worked on all the time, and there was a lot of procedures and needles and those kinds of things, and that's all not a positive touch. So when we were able to lift that restriction, it was, you can't even describe it. Being able to touch him skin to skin and give him a kiss and tuck him in bed, it's pretty awesome.
Eventually, he was discharged, but being out of the hospital didn't mean he was out of the woods. Checkups at SickKids are still routine.
Still pretty stressful, and there's lots of anxiety about coming because you just never know what you're going to get told that day, or what we're going to discuss in clinics. There's always these unpredictable elements that are part of the day.
Hello, my friend.
Hey.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Kael, who must still wear a mask to guard against infection, begins this day with a visit with A. Lebu, a therapeutic clown at SickKids. To Kael, he's a good friend.
How old are you now, 27?
No, 8.
8.
9.
9? You're almost as old as me.
Kael shares another update. He's well enough to play hockey now.
So are you like one of the people who scores the goals or stops the goals?
I stop them from coming to the net.
So
I stand at the blue line
Yeah?
to stop them.
Okay. So you're a defenseman.
Yes.
Like Dion Phaneuf, the best defenseman in the world.
Sort of.
Right.
These two were quite the pair during Kael's time at SickKids. Even producing a special show.
What flower grows under your nose? Tulips. Why did the pillow go to the doctor?
Why did the pillow go to the doctor? I don't know.
He was all stuffed up.
A. Lebu was just one member of Kael's large medical team. He tries to see them all every time he comes back. Of course, there are still tests.
This time, big, push. Go, 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 go. Don't stop, push through the cuff one more.
But also time to visit.
Hi, Kathy.
Hey, man. How are you?
Good.
Good. You look good.
Teacher Kathy Anderson taught Kael almost every day he was in hospital.
I think your hair's getting long enough there, or what, bud?
I'm growing it out fast.
Oh, are you?
I didn't tell you that, did I?
No, you didn't. And so what are you going to do? How long are you going to let it grow? It has to be pretty long.
It has to be 13 inches.
Yeah.
12.
And you're going to let it go 13 inches?
Yep.
Child life specialist Leanne Brister, ready with more jokes.
Why did the little boy take his hockey stick into the trees?
Why?
He wanted to play with the maple leaves.
From one floor to the next, Kael and his mom know this place like the back of their hands.
Hey, Ryan.
What's up, pal?
Not much.
How's it going?
Catch.
Catch. Oh.
Then there's his physiotherapist, Ryan Ireland, the one in the commercial.
Here we go. Ready? Boom, boom, boom.
And they shot the commercial, and he was sitting there. He couldn't. He needed us to do all the things that a normal 7-year-old, well, at the time, would have done. And that for him was emotionally very hard. So to see him here now, being able to play like a normal 9-year-old, then that's really all you want as a parent.
Oh.
Now, Kael is doing almost everything a normal 9-year-old does. He even ran 2 cross-country races last fall at home near Ottawa.
He was exhausted, and he could barely take 2 steps, and he would be like, oh. And they would just, go, Kael, go. And he would like run 2 more steps, and then he would just be like, you could just see it. He was just done. But he finished the across the finish line, and like all of us adults are speechless because what do you say, right? You got like 250 kids cheering for this little guy.
Yeah, your wrist is okay.
A remarkable recovery we thought we'd get an update on. Little did any of us know this was the day that Kael and his family were going to get some life-changing news.
We actually were able to completely replace Kael's immune system. So now, if we check his immune system, none of the cells have that STAT1 mutation anymore. This is great news. This was the purpose of the transplant, and we actually achieved that.
Does this mean he is out of the woods?
Yes. The answer is yes, and actually, again, that's something I'm going to tell him in a few minutes. We're going to go ahead and close the stoma, the gastrointestinal stoma that he has had for the last couple of, the year and a half, and he will be able to return to completely normal life.
The news, almost too good to believe for Kael's family.
So, Kael, as you remember, last time that you were here, we did some blood tests, and we actually found out that we were able to replace all your immune cells with new good immune cells, which is great. Exactly what we were hoping for.
This is an applause.
This is amazing. He does not need the mask anymore. You're a free man.
Throw it in the garbage on camera.
Do you want to save one?
I have some at home.
Just break it.
There you go.
I can't use it.
Yay!
Is it sunk in? Is it sunk
No. Well, because I haven't told my husband yet, so I'm gonna call him, and then we'll probably both go, really? Like, I think it'll take a while.
Kael wastes no time calling his dad, who's had to stay on the family farm with their 3 other children for most of Kael's treatment.
We got some good news from the doctors. No mask in hospitals.
Right on.
And the other good news is that all the tests they did in October showed that they successfully replaced his immune system with a new one. Basically what they're saying is there should be no more STAT1.
Yeah.
It's not terms that you ever think you're going to hear, to say, okay, you went through all this and now it's better, it's gone. I don't think I ever expected them to say that, so that's probably why I'm not letting it sink in right now.
For those who were part of this medical first, a testament to the miracles performed at SickKids.
This is a remarkable recovery, and one that not many places have been able to achieve. I think it stands to reflect the amazing work that was done here by all members of the team, the physiotherapists, the nurses, the physicians, the surgeons, the immunologists, the transplanters, as well as Kael's family, who has given him and us a tremendous amount of support and trust over the last several years. So this is indeed amazing.
Do you know how many people were cheering for you? You probably don't even know them all.
No, I know that. Everybody's been telling me.
Say it to the camera.
Thank you.
Now, Kael will still need follow-up at SickKids, but his story and others that the SickKids Foundation profiled in their holiday campaign helped raise record donations for the hospital. Nearly $49 million was raised, a 6% jump from the year before.